For more on how Tropical Cyclone Jasper is tracking towards the Queensland coast, let's bring in live now Glenn Alderton. He's from the Queensland Fire and Emergency Services. Glenn, appreciate making the time for us. Thank you. We heard before the break that the cyclone's gaining strength as it gets closer to the coast. How is it looking like this one will play out?
Yeah, it looks, like there's going to obviously be a lot of rain and a significant amount of wind over the next 24 to 48 hours. So we're expecting to continue delivering sandbags, and we're noticing at the moment quite a few jobs in relation to water ingress into people's properties. So I expect that to continue over the next day or so.
And so, Glenn, when are you expecting things will get really hairy? When do you think the cyclone will cross the coast, and where does look likely to be the worst hit?
Look, it's tracking to go over just north of Port Douglas through the danger area, but I would expect anywhere between Cooktown and Innisfail, as the Bureau is suggesting, will receive significant rainfall over the next 24 hours, and those quite strong wind gusts as well. So we're expecting a bit of damage in relation to fallen trees and potentially some roof and building structural damage, and of course that severe flash flooding and riverine rises as well over the period of time.
You mentioned calls for help are starting to ramp up already. Have many people needed to be evacuated?
Look, I couldn't tell you exactly about how many people have needed to be evacuated, but we certainly have assisted some people. Just a good note, I guess, is over the last 4 to 5 days, the SES volunteers within the far northern region have done well over 600 tasks for the community. So a lot of those were in relation to preparation. So the community really took on board the need to prepare, and SES assisted many hundreds of jobs in relation to sandbagging and assistance with furniture and things like that. And just today, and I guess late yesterday evening, we started the commencement of the tasks associated with water inundation as the rainfall picked up and the rivers and creeks started to rise. So I expect that will continue over the next 24 hours, that most of the tasks that SES complete will be either flooding or structural damage caused by trees.
And it is really important to really stay off the roads, isn't it, at this point? I mean, flash flooding is always a real risk in these scenarios.
Yeah, look, unfortunately, the majority of deaths that occur in a cyclone type event are associated with driving into floodwaters. So we really encourage people to stay indoors for the next 24 hours. Unless there's a real need to go outside, please don't. The local authorities will let you know when it's safe to go outside. And when you do venture outside, just ensure that you do not enter any floodwaters, please. If you do see any power lines that are down, consider them live, and just ensure that your family is as safe as possible, because a cyclone event is quite a serious event, and the last thing we need is the loss of life.
Glenn, best of luck to all the teams out there trying to keep people safe for the next 24, 48 hours. Really appreciate you joining us for that update. Thank you.
Thank you.